Welcome to a very special live episode of Tennis Insider Club, recorded at the stunning East Miami in collaboration with them and their signature event Ideas to Wake Up To. Huge thanks to East for not only hosting us but helping us bring this unforgettable night to life. From the vibrant energy of the venue to the amazing crowd that joined us, it was a perfect setting to dive into raw, honest, and inspiring conversations with three of the WTA's most fascinating players: Elena Rybakina, Maria Sakkari, and Jasmine Paolini. And of course, our co-host, Caroline Garcia. Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear is not just a tennis talk, it's a great moment. Let's get into it, and I hope you will enjoy it as much as I did.
I hope you will enjoy this conversation. For me, it was a real privilege. Before beginning, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our next episodes. Also, it will mean the world to me if you can share this episode with someone you think will enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. I am Borja Duran. I am the co-host of Tennis Insider Club. And yeah, thank you for being in our first ever live episode. We are super excited to do this in collaboration with East Miami and their special series Ideas to Wake Up To that they do here in Miami and in Beijing and Hong Kong as well. So yeah, thank you for being here with us. I hope you will have fun. And of course, this would not be possible without my incredible partner, co-host, and amazing tennis champion, Caroline Garcia. So a big applause to her, please.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us today. We are super excited for what is coming up tonight. So it's tennis player get used to stress on court, but tonight I'm stressed for different reason. But, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm super excited for what is coming up tonight. We will try to show you what it takes to be a tennis player and the challenges that goes with it. To do so, we have three of the best tennis players with us tonight. So please help me welcome Elena Rybakina, Jasmine Paolini, and Maria Sakkari.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Okay. Hello. Sorry, returning my back.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here with us. It's a pleasure. We already had Maria in the episode, but Jasmine and Elena, we've been chasing them for a while. So thank you to East for making it happen. We usually start with the question of how did you start playing tennis, but I think it would take too much time for you three to respond it. So I will start with a tougher question to Caro.
No.
Which is, as you said, we're trying to explore what it takes to be a good tennis player. So I'm very curious, what are your thoughts on what's the toughest part of being a tennis player?
Tough question. I think for me, something I've been struggling a bit all my career, and I'm trying to work on now. It's my own expectation, but also the dealing with expectation of other ones, either outside or sometimes more in my own team, And it's not easy, tennis, you're competing every week and you try to find a way, and then you win a big tournament and then you're supposed to win another one. And it looks like there is only one way in your ranking. It's supposed to go up and up, higher and higher. You are not allowed to go down. But I think that's something I am trying to manage it still.
Maria, what do you think?
I mean, it's a very demanding sport. Is it on or? Yeah, you can hear me? Okay. It's a very demanding sport. We get to travel many weeks a year. The pressure is just... some weeks it's there, some weeks it's less, some weeks it's more. But in general, it's a very it's an amazing sport. It gives you a lot of great emotions, great moments. Sometimes some bad ones, but you just have to accept them and move forward. And the better you deal with them, the more forward you're gonna go. But at the same time, I feel like the emotions we get to live every day from tennis are very unique, and emotions that we will never live in our life.
What do you think, Jasmine?
Yeah, I agree with both of you. I mean, I can see myself in what you said, and now they're asking me often, what do you expect from 2025? And I say always that it's a new story, and trying to write another story, which is different from the one I wrote last year. So just focusing on the present, on what I can do and control, now. But it's not easy because, of course, you have expectation for yourself. Of course, the other ones, expect something from you. But at the same time, I believe that we are lucky to do this sport. We are lucky to play at this level, and a lot of people want to play at this level. And we have to try also to see the positive part, and but it's not easy sometimes because we are always alone, as she said. With our team, but always traveling. So it's not easy, but I think at the end of the day that we are very lucky persons.
What do you think?
Okay, I'm the last one.
You have to bring something new.
I don't know. It's definitely very challenging sports. Like you got to travel a lot, and I've been struggling last year with the health, and I think it's also you're getting emotionally just tired and disappointed when something is not going your way. So I think it's a lot of things in common. It's sometimes loneliness. Travel a lot, not seeing your family or friends, and but at the same time we are very lucky. We get a lot of opportunities. We get to know a lot of people and different cultures. To travel so much, it's not easy, but at the same time a lot of classes from it. But yeah, I will say that it's challenging, and the most important is to surround yourself with good people, and that's how we can make it, I think.
Yeah. Yes.
It's true that I'm not a tennis player, but but tennis is a sport where pretty much you lose every week, unless you're Rafa or Djokovic. How do you handle this? How do you handle that? Probably you have big goals at the beginning of the season. Probably you will not achieve them on week one, and if you do, you will not achieve them maybe in week two. How do you keep working without losing that confidence?
Good question.
You were not ready for this?
I was
Yes.
She didn't give me all the tips,
Okay.
I think it's what is a challenge is you have to sometimes keep your long-term goal and what you want to do and what you want to achieve. Obviously, I guess Elena already did it, but we all dream to win a slam. I would say, and it's something that sometimes, in my opinion or in my career, it became an obsession, a bad obsession, and it was kind of negative one. So when I was not getting it, I was getting frustrated, and I was just waiting for the other slam. And then it was only about that. So I think it was an healthy relation. But everyone is different. Last year, how was your experience, Jasmine,
was everything unexpected, so it was easier. I never thought that in my life I'm going to make 2 Grand Slam finals, and I'm really lucky because I think I lived that moments with a lot of joy, surprise, positive vibes, everything. At the same time, I'm thinking about that make final. Final, not I didn't won. But, yeah, I'm trying to see the positive things, and, I'm also a person that, it's tough for me to dream big, to dream too big, I'm scared about a little bit of it. Trying to focus on the present, on doing the things well, but not too much on the goal, because I'm afraid a little bit of doing this, honestly, because then if you don't achieve it, it's tough, but I'm trying to do this. Everybody's different. So I don't know, maybe my story also, I was a little bit late, let's say, but that's maybe why I didn't think that I had the chance to play a Grand Slam final or to win, because if you are in the final, you have the chance to win. I never thought this in my life, honestly.
Oh, but your story is incredible, I would say. Yeah. It is incredible. It doesn't matter when you do it, just It matters that, you know,
How you
do it
did
and how you
it,
do it. It's like Madison Keys this year. She admitted that, you know, she was putting a lot of pressure on herself to do it.
Yeah.
And once she was okay with the idea of not achieving it, then boom, it came. So it was...
No one wants to achieve it anymore.
No. Yeah.
We are all good with where we are.
It's like Danielle Collins last year that she said she was going to stop. And then she was like, she had the best season of her life. And then decided to, you know, not stop. So maybe we should say that it's going to be our last season. And then maybe it's going to be the best season of our lives.
Yeah. But like you say, it's like everyone is different stories, and everything is very different. And for you, Elena, like winning your first line, how was the experience of the moment, and also the...
Well,
we don't know.
It was very different year from any other ones, with all the things what's been happening, and also to me it came unexpected, and I was not really prepared. I was also taking some time off before and not playing that well the previous tournament, so I was just going match by match, and in the head coming to the Wimbledon, I was thinking, okay, I need to focus more on hard court, just because the season on grass didn't start well. I didn't do the greatest preparation, so I was like, okay, let's see how it goes. So basically, one by one, I was getting closer and closer, and somehow I made it. And I remember I couldn't sleep before semifinal. It was already big for me, since I didn't expect any of that result. So yeah, it was a lot of emotions, and but in the end of the day, the result comes, you celebrate a little bit, but then you need to go to another tournament, and then it's a different story. So it's comes and goes, and you just need to keep on going.
And do you feel that after that big title, the expectation or the way people were looking at you really changed?
Well, I think the most difficult is that you expect a lot from yourself. It's not really expectations of other people. And then when something doesn't go your way, you're getting upset. And this is where, again, it's important who you surround yourself, because you need some kind of support and someone who can push you, and just the team who believes in you, family, friends. So, I mean, we lose much more than we win in the end of the day. So, yeah, it's something that you need to work every day, and you never know when the result comes. You might feel great and amazing on the court, but then one day you wake up and you get sick, and what can you do? Nothing. You just need to keep on going again. So that's how I see it.
What about you? After winning the WTA finals, which at the end is not a slam, but it's also a
Amazing.
hard tournament.
Incredible.
Yes.
And
What was the afterwards for you?
yeah, I mean, for me also, it was like very unexpected, you know, to be at the WTA final from where I was starting my season. And I made it there, and it was very like one match at a time, and didn't really expect it. I was like kind of last qualifier, so I was like, okay, let's try.
I can also comment on that, because I played her in the WTA finals and I had zero chances. Zero chances. She was playing incredible. She was like,
it the group phase or?
no, it was in the semifinals.
Okay.
And I was playing good. Just so, yeah. No, I was playing good. It was like...
I played like 2 or 3 times you that year.
Yeah. I also played you in Cincinnati. I was the only one who won a set from her, and then she won the tournament. Yes. And then I played her in the WTA finals. I was playing very good, and then just no chance.
You took a few revenges after, though.
Yes.
Yeah, but sorry, I interrupted you, so go ahead.
You took revenges, you took revenges also. So enough. But yeah, I was very like kind of surprised to be out there, and I just wanted to try to win one match at group stage, because if you, you know, like the feeling of leaving the group stage with no win is kind of tough. So you want to win one. And then I don't know how I arrived, you know, I was like obviously feeling confident with my game, and then I won my biggest title. But for me at the end, it was, for 3 days, I was very happy, very, very pleased. And after I felt that the hole I had inside me and everything was not going to be filled with wins and with titles, and always getting something bigger will not like help me to find that balance. And at the end, I think it kind of made me a bit thought of where I was in my career and what I wanted to do or how I wanted to do it. So it was great for 3 days. And then at the end, it was kind of tough moment and a lot of like thinking on where I was or how I would be able to to fulfill myself.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end, it was probably the hardest experience, but I'm glad it happened, but it was kind of tough.
After expectations came, no?
Yes.
Mm.
Always. They always come.
What about you, Maria? You've been number 3 in the world, also won big tournaments. How is it for you, like after having big wins, like in Guadalajara, to like after you will not probably win the next tournament? How do you handle like that to keep yourself alive? And
Well, it's tough. I mean, I've played 2 Grand Slam semifinals, and since then I basically haven't made the second week after that. So, the expectations were, over the roof, and then suddenly, you're losing first, second round in the Grand Slam. Everybody's criticizing you that you're a top 5 tennis player, but you're not, making the second week of a slam, and then it gets into your head, and it's tough, to handle it. So, tennis can be it is a very mental sport, and that's what Elena said. Surround yourself with good people. That's a very important thing, because then you have to cut out the noise. But I have to say, so far I'm very proud of what I have achieved. It's especially coming from a small country and no tradition in tennis other than a couple of players. So, just, coming back from an injury now, I feel I had a little break, and I'm just very happy to be back on the court now. And just being away from the tour for a few months was very helpful, and not traveling and just living a normal life. So I'm, grateful to be back and happy to, feel that pressure again, in a way.
nice. And maybe like at the end, no, I think you didn't mention it, but when you won the finals, you came from a big injury, and like one of the reasons you delivered in a way, was like no pressure, just happy to be back on the court. And that freedom really helps sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you're like, you cannot forget why you started, or like me, like being French from Roland Garros, I went as a little girl and I was like, oh, I just wish one day I can play Roland Garros. And then when you're there, you're only stressed and you're like, okay, like, no one can talk to me. I'm supposed to win the tournament, but obviously it's not as easy. And you forget why you started. And I think, like, remember why you started and what you want to achieve is a great goal. And sometimes we forget. I don't know, like how.
I don't know. I feel that when you do amazing things and you have done those things, you see them as normal thing, and like as not that big.
Yeah.
But so for me, it's important also to understand where you are, what are you doing, and the result that you are having, at that moment. Because sometimes when you do the result, seems like normal. Okay, it's not that big. Then
you take things for granted.
You realize that it's unbelievable. I mean, and I think that's not good. It's good to understand good where you are in that moment. What are you doing? That you are doing well. That you are having very good results. And sometimes I think, I don't know if it's for you the same. It's like it's normal. Then you drop maybe in the ranking and you feel like, oh, I did an amazing thing. Yes, but at the moment you weren't enjoying, you weren't like proud of yourself. I mean, you were proud, but not that much.
Yeah.
How big is the thing that you achieved? To me, I think so.
No, I agree. Yeah. It goes so fast and quick, everything, and you did great results, and then straight away you need to go to another tournament and you don't even feel what you just achieved. So only looking back, you can say, okay, maybe I did something good back then. So yeah.
Yeah. Also, we are just living in our own environment, kind of comparing, not like judging in a bad way, but comparing to what other have accomplished. Here, comparing you winning gold medal in Paris, here a slam, here solidity at the top, amazing. Couple of semi-final and everything. It's tough to really like sometimes get out of that bubble and think for who we are really are.
Yes, it is.
It's true. Like we did 23 episodes so far, and we always at the end ask, what advice would you give to your younger self? And maybe 90%, they all say, I wish I would have enjoyed more my career.
Yeah.
So and they're not stupid people. So it's really tricky, I guess, when you're in the moment. Like I guess also that perfectionism is like that, like never settling is what also makes you that good, no? Because you get so happy maybe with a couple of rounds, maybe it's hard to get that like extra motivation to keep pushing.
Yeah, and also for the next tournament, I mean, if you are thinking at the tournament before, then you are not thinking at the tournament that you are playing. So it's also good, but you have to balance this, I think.
You cannot be too happy.
No, and also the schedule, of course, doesn't help because every tournament it's coming one tournament after the other one. But it's also good at the other side because if you lose, you have another chance. So it's not easy. It's not one way, you know.
But then you don't have time to celebrate for your win.
But if you lose, then you have another chance soon, you know.
Yeah, so you see, there's
it depends.
It's a cycle, you know.
Yeah, it is.
After a tough loss in tournaments, how do you try to move on and get that confidence back?
Well, by just practicing, I guess. I don't know. First of all, I always try to leave from this tournament as soon as possible when I lose. I don't want to see this course anymore. But yeah, I mean, you just try to analyze in the moment and then try to forget and keep on going. Because, I mean, again, this is the only chance to get the confidence. Try for me to play as many matches as I can. And then when you feel good also on the practice, then somehow you can start feeling better on the matches too. But, I mean, just to keep on working.
Yeah, I mean, I know in slams sometimes I've been very struggling with like moving on, and like I had a couple of days where like very like sad or depressed kind of, and a couple of times going back to practice was kind of tough sometimes, but it's not always easy.
I think it's tough when, for example, you lose in a tournament and then you have to stay for doubles or something. Yeah. This for me, it's mentally very tough. Like to go back on site and just see the other ones winning and you like being there as a loser or either practicing or, you know, playing doubles, which for some people is very important, but still it's not, you know, for example, Jasmine, she had great results in singles, but amazing also in doubles. But
yeah, but last year was kind of different because we have the goal to play the Olympic Games.
Exactly.
So before I was like, no, that was no, no, I don't want to sign in doubles because if I lose singles, yeah, exactly. I don't want to stay there. But last year was different for me because we have a goal, you know, in double. We have a goal to qualify.
And you achieved it, no?
Yeah, and then we have a goal for the finals. And
Karosti doesn't forget.
Well, I remember I was watching that match.
Yes, we were the closest one to kick you out, but we didn't kick you out. We were the closest one.
That match was amazing, but yeah, it's tough to stay at the tournament when you lose. And I think some losses are like tougher than other ones.
For sure.
Sometimes the other opponents is better than you, and you fight. I don't know how is the past, but it's
fought.
You fought a lot. You fought a lot, but you lose, and you try to, you know, go forward, go for the next tournament. But sometimes you play so bad, and then it's
to get out of
that's tough for me. You know, when you play bad, I don't like it. I mean,
who likes it?
No, yes, but if you lose and you play well, and the other opponent was better than you accept it more, I think.
But what if you play so good, the other one plays a little bit better, but you lose 7-6 in the third?
It's tough.
I'm sorry, but
it's
to
tough,
me, it's not easy to accept.
Yeah, but to me, it's better than 6-1, 6-2, or 6-3, 6-3. I mean, I don't know.
I'm not sure there is a good way to get a loss.
Yeah, and with match point.
How do you think your great result in double last year helped you in your amazing single season?
I think a lot. Because, you know, in doubles, I played many tournaments. I mean, not many, but a lot, where I went forward in the tournament, you know, and just staying there, maybe for the, I don't know, semifinals or quarterfinals, even for the single tournament, you are watching there, you are leaving the tournament until the end, you know. And I think it helped me a lot also because it's a bit different. It's more tactical, I think, the doubles. You have to understand more the game. You have also to, when you are in the baseline, because I'm also always in the baseline, you have to watch at the net if this change. So it's different. I mean, for me, I believe that it helped me with more skills, in the singles, I think. And, but, I think the most important thing, and for example, we won Rome, and that was an amazing experience. So a lot of emotion, a lot of, emotion to be proud of, winning and, go forward to win the tournament. So I think it helped me a lot. I have to be honest. And, also with the gold medal, I mean, it's unbelievable.
And Fed Cup. Really drinking.
Yeah.
I mean, what else?
Yeah, but the gold medal, it's the gold medal.
No, of course. But
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's funny. I saw double class less tactical as singles.
No. I mean, as I play,
Probably when you play with Sarah.
yes, because,
Underarm serve.
before I was playing double with no sense, and when I started to play with her, and she was telling me what to do, serve here because of that, because I'm not gonna say you because I don't do double throw anymore. You never know.
After that, she will not play doubles anymore.
But I was understanding it's more it's more about the choices that you do before than the tennis that you play. So it was of different experience for me. And, I think it helped him also in singles. Yeah. Now
Don't ask us for doubles.
No.
But she plays good. She plays good doubles.
Experience in Abu Dhabi.
Well, how much we were up and we lost that set.
We leave it for another day.
Yeah. We don't
talk about that.
But she just won the mixed doubles in India. Well, exhibition, huh?
Yeah, that's true.
With Fritz. Amazing serves.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
true.
now we will not talk about our experience together. We tried our best, and to the end,
I think it was actually we were playing well. It just something happened like this, and it
You
went
were 5-0
complete
up.
other. Yes.
5-0 up, so
Yeah.
we're playing very good.
we lost 7-5 or 7-6. Don't laugh. And so when you are at the top of the tournament and like everyone is expecting you to go far and to win, what is your mindset and how did you arrive to those tournaments where people expect you to win?
Don't-
All of it.
I don't know. This the last tournaments I play, I don't think that it's a lot of expectation, at least from other people and me. So I know what I need to do to play well. So I'm trying to do it every day, and I know how you might feel, and with the experience of maybe previous years. So I mean, you just go day by day because you cannot predict what's going to happen, how you're going to feel, how the weather is going to be or whatever. So I think it's just day by day. And like Jasmine said, it's every time new story, and you need to live it with whatever you have at that day.
I think one of the things
I wanted Maria's opinion.
okay. I mean, no, to me, it doesn't really matter if you're like the number one seed, the second seed, the third seed. Especially women's tennis is very unexpected, as we all know. You always have like results that, you wouldn't expect, probably in the men's draw, even though now I think it's,
Now
I agree.
It's quite the same.
I think
because
it is.
now Yannick is not playing, but it's without Djokovic.
Yes.
No, that's
Federer
what
and
I
Nadal.
wanted to say.
Yeah.
That it's a little bit getting like the women's tour, but I just feel like the pressure is always there. If you feel like you're one of the best players of the draw, you're always gonna feel the pressure that you want to go deep and you want to do well. But there's so many factors like the draw and everything else that you cannot control. The only thing that you can control is like how I have to think on the court, what's best for me to do, how I can prepare better, and then you take it from there, one match at a time. It sounds very, very, simple. It's very, very complicated. Let me reassure you, but yeah, it is that's how it is.
For me, like one of the things, I'm not player, but now I travel quite on kind of full time. And like one of the things I find more complicated is like the lack of balance, right? Because at the end you're like traveling 95% of the year or 90% of the year. How do you handle this? Like this lack of like maybe seeing your family, spending time with friends, is it something easy or?
It's tough. I mean, you miss so many birthdays, you miss so many, good moments, like family moments, especially. I don't know. I'm very close to my family, so for me, it's been, it's tough when I'm away, but at the same time, I know they're happy for me and they're happy that I'm here doing what I'm doing. They wouldn't want me to be back home just doing nothing or doing something else. And the most important thing is just that, they're proud, and no matter how far away you are from them, it just matters that, you have, the right people back home waiting for you for those, few weeks that you have in a year to see them. But again, I don't want to sound, spoiled or like that. I don't, appreciate my life and my life as a tennis player, because we get to stay in great hotels like this one. We get to travel to amazing places, get to, experience, as Elena said, different cultures and everything. So being a normal person and doing like a 9 to 5 job, probably you won't have the chance to, see all those places. Like if I name the countries that we've been this year, it's like Australia, in Middle East, here in the States, and so many more to come. So I think that, you kind of balance it with that.
Last year, you had a lot of retirement, and your body, etc., was not able to follow the intensity of what tennis demands. Are you able to like learn from it and try to schedule your season a bit different now?
Yeah,
Balance it a
definitely.
bit better?
Yeah, I think I've been playing quite a lot, and honestly was not taking enough rest, I would say. And this is something I learned, that whenever I feel that I need to take some break, that's important to listen to your body, because if you cannot maintain and you're just going from tournament to tournament, you expect something, but then the health doesn't help you, and it's just going everything downhill. So yeah, this is also something not easy for us to take a break sometimes, because you see these results, you see ranking, you want to keep on going, pushing yourself, but you need to really listen to your body and sometimes take a break. And this is what I didn't want to do, but then because of my health, I didn't play for like 2 months, and I think that helped a lot. And yeah, now it's a bit different, the approach to the preparation, to the maybe tournament schedule. So yeah, you just need to find this balance, but it's definitely something what no one can tell you how you're supposed to do things. With the experience, you need to feel it yourself and make some decisions.
Yeah, I feel sometimes as an athlete, like, I mean, me the first one, huh? With like sometimes you have pain or whatever, but you try to still like play with it, and like you are like you try to I'm losing my English, but you believe sometimes when you will play your match, the pain will disappear or you can make it through. But it's like sometimes the limit between finding like healthy and unhealthy.
Because sometimes you might win with an injury, but then you make it worse and you are not able to play next match, and then you are just questioning what's worth it or not, and then to push yourself till the limit and then maybe stop for other tournaments.
Yeah, it's very, as an athlete, sometimes you have to push your body and physical pain and everything. So it's hard to find always the limit of, is this pain healthy or unhealthy, or I'm just being weak, or maybe it's really something that will bother me for a couple of weeks, a couple of months. How was it for your shoulder? Did it become right away, or it was just?
To me, it happened in the Olympics. I think it was just overuse and some emotional incidents that happened outside of the court. I think it really affected my injury. I think my mistake was trying to come back for US Open. Didn't touch a racket until New York. So looking back, I shouldn't have played, but it was my first injury of my career at 29 years old. So I didn't have the experience, let's say. But then once, I re-injured myself at the US Open, I just said, okay, I'll take the rest of the season off and just, enjoy being, as I said, a normal human being. I spent time, with my boyfriend, with my family, friends, just to make up time from all the, lost time that all those years.
Cool. I mean, we finish always the episodes with the same question, which is, what advice would you give to your younger self? Maria, you want to start?
Well, I don't remember what I said in the previous podcast. I don't want to repeat myself, but for sure, I mean, I was very lucky because my mom was a tennis player, so she always told me, you have to enjoy playing and going through your career because you're gonna blink and it's gonna be over. She stopped when she was 25, so that was like 35 years ago, but different times. And I just feel like I tried to follow her advice. I haven't, successfully, followed it, but for sure, just balance more, your priorities and how you feel inside the court, mentally and physically. And just, of course, sounds cliche, but yeah, enjoy more the ride because unfortunately, it's not a job that you can do forever. I wish we could, but we cannot. I also, want to experience different things in life.
Me, to believe more in myself and to don't be afraid to dream. But I cannot do now. I know that, but I still cannot do it. But I needed more time, I think, to be a professional tennis player into the top 100 because I wasn't believing that I could play at this level. And so it take time to, step by step to believe that, okay, I'm here. I can maybe do another step. I don't know, maybe yes, maybe no. And then you do, and you believe that you deserve where you are, and so my career, I think, was kind of step by step. And the advice that I can give to myself when I was a kid was to believe more in yourself. Don't not tell yourself that you cannot do something, just try. Just maybe you can do it as sooner as you believe, and just try.
Love it.
Yeah.
I don't know, to be honest. I feel like in ideal situation, it's probably half of my career right now. And for now, I would say maybe not to be always stuck only on tennis, to find also joy a bit outside, some different things, because this is what also can help you after your career. So, and yeah, just listen to your body more and listen to how you feel, better communicate, because this is something I also had kind of an issue and still learning to communicate with the team, to express yourself, how you feel, what you want to do on the court, off the court. So I don't know. I'm happy with what I have right now, and I don't really know what one specific advice I will give myself.
So great advices. I mean, no. Going last now is a tough question, but and for sure, it took me a while to really understand and realize what was my inner goal and what I wanted to achieve. So yeah, I will tell myself to follow my own dreams and have good people around me and really enjoy it and open myself a bit more. You can be a great tennis player and you can also do other things around. You can you can create great relationship on tour, and it will allow me to play better tennis and enjoy the ride better, which I didn't always do. But working on it and creating new things and having great time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think now we can let the audience ask some questions.
Yeah.
I don't know if we will have an extra, but
I don't have.
Should I have one?
This one.
Yeah. Any questions? Okay.
Do you remember the first time you stepped on the court as a little girl? You knew that this was going to become your career, and how did it feel like?
Are you asking in general or okay? I don't know if you are referring specific to okay.
There's one of the things.
Okay.
Do you remember what it felt like as a little girl stepping into the court for the first time, and if you knew that this was going to be your career?
Me, I remember. But no, I was just enjoying, and I was like, oh, I can do it really well. I like it. I like it, I think, because, it's something that you see that you can do well, and it's something easy for you. So I felt at the beginning that for me was something easy, but to not at all to be a professional like when I started. No, not at all.
Yeah, same. I mean, I was 5 years old. It was like in my neighborhood that just started playing because of my brother who was playing. I remember a little bit, but obviously, I remember telling my mom I want to play more. So then when I was 7, I started playing instead of 3 times a week, like a little bit more. But I think I thought about being a professional when I was 16, like, because I went in a normal school up until, 16, 17. So then I just decided, I'm going to stick to it and just try and do it.
Yes. So for me, probably the same. When I was a kid, like 5 years old, I came and I remember it was just a lot of kids who were doing like some exercise and it was just fun for me. And at the age of 17, after finishing school, this was the way to like decide either you go professional, you try, or you go to college. Many of us probably was thinking to go to US to study, a lot of offers when you were junior. So and I just made a choice, stick to it, and happy to be professional tennis player.
Any more questions?
It's really clear now. It's really clear that there's nothing else could have done. You need to be singularly focused on achievement and competition to be where you are. Maybe this is a tough question. What is your second favorite passion that you could have done, or perhaps you will do?
Me, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I have to be honest.
That's okay. You still have time. It's like,
I have my answer. I have a podcast now. I know.
but are you gonna give? Personally, I just want to try and start my own business back home. We have a lot of olive trees in Sparta. So I think olive oil, especially nowadays, is a very premium product. So I think it's the best olive oil I've had in my life. Not being biased, but it is. It is.
I'm gonna open a company as well now.
I see people just,
and then you guys try which one is better, Italian or Greek.
No, okay, we're not gonna open that conversation because that's one of my ideas, but I really want to, try and maybe get a degree once I'm done with tennis, if I have time. And, see what other, things I can do outside of tennis, because I feel like I want to believe I have the capabilities, but time will show.
You for sure you have.
Oh, we'll see. I mean, we say that now, but, you never know.
What would you like?
Now my idea is
I don't know
public.
yet. I'm still...
Nobody wants to be a coach.
Oh, no. No. I think I would be a very bad coach, to be honest. You?
Me, I don't see myself doing the coach, but you never know. But I don't believe so.
You never know. I don't know.
You never know?
Well, I will see myself maybe not to travel with someone like as a junior, older or some professional, but just for myself, maybe to teach like small kids. I think it's something nice, but I don't know. It's very difficult to say right now what you're gonna do in the future after.
Following coaching, we had one question online from Maria Sakkari fan page.
Oh, wow.
But it's a good...
I guess it's for me, right?
No, it's for all of you.
Oh, okay.
It's a good question. Which player will you choose to coach you for a week?
Female or male?
Female.
Female.
Doesn't say.
I was female.
To go what?
To coach you for a week.
Which other girl of the tour would you choose to be your coach for like 1 week?
I know. Can I say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, Rafa.
Okay. So you're going with a guy.
Yeah.
That's a lot easier. Okay. Now with a girl.
I don't know. Let me think about.
Maybe it can be a retired player also. No?
Yeah.
Retired.
Retired. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking
whatever.
about retired. I don't know. You say now.
I think retired, I would go with Steffi Graf. Active player, I would go with, sorry girls, but I'm going to say Jess Pegula. I don't know. I feel like she's very like into tactics and stuff. That's why. I'm not sure about that, but I think that's the case. So
I think now I'm going to go with Mira Andreeva, to be honest.
okay. That's a very,
You, Elena?
I have no idea. It's a tough one. Some hand skills from once, maybe?
Good.
Yeah. We need to on and pick everyone.
Yeah.
Do we have more questions from...
So, tennis is an illegal sport, okay? But you guys are the best players or one of the best players in countries. So what does it mean for you to represent a country, to get an example, to be a leader for everybody back home while you travel so much throughout the year?
Me?
Olympic
Okay.
winner. You have to take this up.
I love to play for Italy. I mean, team competition, I love it. I love to play for Italy, even in the Olympics, because, it's something different, I think. And, in the team competition, I feel so good. I mean, it's something different for us, and, you have the support of the team. You spend more time with the people. You are enjoying somehow more the life, the tournament. And then it's, I felt, the love, from my country, especially after winning the gold medal, because I realized after winning that was something huge, and, before I wasn't honestly thinking about winning the gold medal. It's more, I think, of a slam for us, but I mean, for me, but, when I won the gold medal, even if it was in Davos, I realized that was something really, really, really big. And, that, I felt the love of the people when I was back in Italy, and, yeah, it was, something very, very big.
I mean, personally for me, I mentioned that, and you guys know that Greece is not, a big country, we have a very, long history, and obviously history of always, having, good fighters. So I always try to represent that. I'm very proud to be Greek, very proud, to, be part of that small group of players, which, in the top 100 is just me and Stefanos. So, there was a moment where me and him were combined the highest ranking, players in the world, which was huge for Greece. We get a lot of love, when we get back. So we try to give that, back to them. And it's just, I can speak for hours for Greece. I can, fight who has the best olive oil. So, I'm gonna win that argument. That's for sure. And,
I don't believe so, but it's okay.
Your olive oil is very runny. So our olive oil is,
Instead of an episode, we do like an
so yeah, I just, it's a great honor, I would say.
Yeah, well, for me, I feel like, first of all, in Kazakhstan, tennis is not that popular. And after winning Wimbledon, I just remember that everybody will speak about this achievement. And when I came back, a lot of kids came. And then there were also, after years, were just telling me from the federation the statistics, how many kids I actually want to try and play tennis. So it was really amazing. And and a lot of support during the year. No matter where you are, you still see some Kazakh flags, and I think it's just really amazing. And my first Olympics also, I came fourth, but it was so much support each round I played. So it's really a privilege, and it's amazing to feel such a support.
I think you want, yeah.
You're both lying.
Fine.
I would like to know who is the player that you saw.
Do we have to answer that?
Yes, then the player knows, you know.
I'm gonna.
You're gonna lie. I'm gonna lie.
Because I'm putting every single round. It's like every single round you're like, there are like,
think,
10 maybe. That you don't want to see.
I think nowadays there's a lot of players like, the draws are so packed. Like from the first round, you can play with a player that is gonna put you in a lot of trouble. But of course, there's players like them. That you're gonna be. You need to bring your A game. Obviously, Iga, Arena, now Mira. I've never played her, but I'm sure you know. Yeah, she
I
wouldn't
just
be.
played her 2 times, so I'm telling you that's me.
Stop. It's tough to pick one because it depends also who puts you under a lot of pressure with their game, and there's players that you like to play more than others, and they might be in the top of the rankings. It's just I'm trying to answer them in the most diplomatic way. Just so the player doesn't know for the next time.
Yes, brava Maria.
Just trying to. So, yeah.
Someone is breaking up as well, or not?
No, I think Maria saved us. It was a great answer. Nobody wants to say.
yeah.
Okay, next question. Yeah.
So, question for Maria. So, trying to learn is about two aspects now.
If I win. And if she wins, right? We both have to, okay.
So the second match is close so far, and then matches to the end to make it 5-4. So what? No.
Wow, I didn't know that. You're more informed than I am. I can reach out to you. I'm sure you're. Well, obviously I've seen the fact that I might play her first. I have to win. I'm focusing more on the first match because I'll be honest, I haven't won that many matches this year, so it's been a challenge. But at the same time, I feel like every match is better. Obviously, I think my match with Coco last week was good first set. I played a good level, nowhere near where I want to be. But at the same time, I feel like it happens. I mean, Caro potentially is gonna, might play Iga again. So you have those matches, and you have those matchups that you get to play those players again and again, and if you want to go deep in the tournaments, at some point you have to win those good players. So it doesn't matter if it's in the second round, third round, whenever. It just you have to beat them.
You have to go.
Yeah. Thank you. I will ask for your number later so I can get the stats.
We don't have a mic. Here, go for it.
Real quick question. Yeah, so to make sure we're doing that so we.
Yeah, it goes next. Go ahead.
All right, so you got to put on into your work, into your craft, and you build like your name, build your image. Where do you see women's tennis like going as far as the basis of what should we keep some?
Good question. I think nowadays, not nowadays, I think female tennis is in my opinion, the number one female sport in the world. We have great ambassadors, and I think that obviously Serena really helped for that. I'm not gonna lie. I think for me, she's the best female athlete that has ever not just tennis player that has achieved those things and just mind-blowing things, because like we all try to win one slam. She has won 24 three I was gonna say 25 but yeah, 23. It's like an incredible number. So I think she has played a big role in like putting tennis as the number one sport in the world. In women's, obviously we have to keep it up, because there's other sports catching up and coming after us. But I feel like we're lucky because we play every week, so we're seen every week, which is a very big factor. But at the same time, I feel like it's just you have many good players nowadays that are playing great tennis, so that raises the level.
I think we have also like more and more like player with Coco is doing amazing job in US, and she's bringing a lot of fans and along a lot of new girls, and we have a lot of different new identity. I feel like every player comes with a strong identity, and like everyone can find their own like big hero. And I think before it was just like 2-3 people, and now I think there is way more player with a big identity and big values, and who are bringing something to the table. And I think it will obviously help women's tennis and WTA to keep growing for sure. Yes, your turn.
Well, first of all, thank you guys for being in contact. I would like to share with. Great. I want to ask, of course, you guys know the mental aspect of tennis. It's huge, very important. So I'm sure there are other people that bring that play competitively. So what do you guys do today out of fun? Like, you might have a game that you beg on someone the first set, and then you apologize shit. And how do you turn that around? Or you get broken on the first game, and then you just go into a rabbit hole. That makes it hard for you to get out of. How do you get that mentally in the middle of the game to change the habits?
I believe that it's not always easy, but honestly, tennis is a sport where you have many chances, and even during a match, I mean, you can get break, but you can break again, and it's not easy if you play Elena, for example. But the chance can come. So just trying, to stay there, to believe that the chance can arrive, but to take it, you have to think that there is the right moment where the chance will come. And there are not many matches where you have no chance, I believe, no? And that's the main thing, I think, to try to believe that your turn is coming, your chance is coming.
Yeah, anything can change, because even if you are 5-0 up, it
Yes,
doesn't mean anything,
you have to be aware. You never know.
So you always can get your chances, and you always try to realize what are the moments, and just try to change the momentum, I guess, of the match.
I mean, it's true, tennis compared to many sports, they have no like time limit, and like until the last point is not played and you don't go like handshake, you can always come back. So there is no many sport like this, and this is one of, we are lucky to play that one, or unlucky sometimes. But
sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not.
In China was not good.
Oh, yeah.
It was not good.
It was good for me.
Yeah, not good for me.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. I hope you had a good time. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our next episodes. And it would mean the world to me if you can share this episode with someone you think will enjoy it. Thank you and see you soon!